Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome, whenever you get to watch tonight's show and wherever you are across the globe, as ever we are going out across the globe tonight. It's another edition of The Big Joe Show and the fourth in our series of Affiliate Marketing Unleashed. I'm your host, Big Joe Sheppard, ambassador for OneStream Live and founder and head of live streaming at Livestream Solutions, Livestreaming Academy. Can't even say it today. I need to start drinking again as opposed to drinking water. There we go. You're welcome anyway. And as I say, bringing you the final episode of our 4-part series that we've had in April. Now, if you've been with us really from the start, then thank you. We much appreciate that. If this is your first episode, then buckle up. You're in exactly the right place. But please go to the OneStream Live YouTube channel, hit subscribe. The previous 3 episodes are on there, plus an array, fancy word, plethora, another fancy word, of great live streams from the other streamers and top tips for far better than I could ever give you of what to do to get yourself live streaming. So hit subscribe. Watch the 3 previous episodes of this particular series, and then you'll join us forever more. Tonight's mission. What is tonight's mission? Well, tonight we're talking about something that really outlists algorithms. We know the way the algorithms change on social media. It beats any kind of viral hack, and that is about a human nature trait called creating community and collaboration. Now, this is where the real growth starts. So stay right with us. This Tuesday, it's 8 p.m. UK and Ireland, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and it's time for your latest 30 minutes weekly episode of all the latest tips and thoughts, courtesy of our good friends at OneStream Live. It is the Big Joe Show, and as we all know, there's no show like a Big Joe Show. Keep it right here. Yeah, you're welcome. So, what are we going to talk about tonight on part 4? Okay, let's set the stage. Why does community, and collaboration matter that much? Well, let's be honest. Social feeds are absolutely crowded. If you take Facebook, other platforms are available. If you take Facebook, then generically, we are led to believe that 2.5% at most of those people who are following you or want to have chosen to see your content. Only 2.5 to 4%, 2.5 to 5% max actually get to see it, because that's the way they work. Why? Well, some people may say, some conspiracy theorists may say that actually it's to get you to buy ads. I'll keep my own view on that, but yeah, they're not too far wrong, are they? So you've got to work for it, okay? Social feeds are crowded. The attention span is short for a lot of people now, and trust you've got to work for. But here's the deal, right? Here is the deal. If you want to build something that lasts, you can't do it alone, okay? People want to connect across the globe. We're in a more connected world. I think we are quite unconnected in where we are, and things have been different since COVID, the pandemic, and but things have been going that way for a long time. So you've got to give them a reason to stick around. They want to do more than much. They'll advocate for you. They want to be involved with you. They follow you. Excuse me. Sometimes it's live. Sometimes it's afterwards. Which is why I spend an inordinate amount of time going back and engaging with those people again across the numbers of platforms that we're on, and also that when I reshare this at the weekend again, under in case you missed it banner, again to give people a chance, an opportunity to see it, because not everybody can. It's maybe not the right time for everybody globally, because we're trying to hit the most appropriate time, and that isn't always the case. So that's why we do that. And again, we've been asked to do that in the past, so that's why we do it. Share it into multi-groups and stuff like that as well, all to be able to communicate and create a community wherever people want to see and wherever you need to be. So tonight I'm sharing my latest blueprint, my best blueprint, should I say, best blueprint for turning really casual viewers into loyal fans, and then fans into a true movement, because that's what you create when you build a group, a club, a movement, a community. Remember, though, there's 100% cast iron guarantee and a thought for you to take away tonight. Based on my previous experience, right? Genuine. Nothing happens overnight. There are no hacks, really. Some people, can buy their way to doing stuff. Some people can do all this. It just doesn't work. That's why there's a bit of a turn now for micro influencers or niche influencers, rather than people who have bought, so many followers. And to be honest, there are, on some platforms, there are some people who I just don't know how they get the followers, because that's not a community. You can have followers, by the way, ladies and gents, but it's not a community. Trust me. If they're not engaged with it properly, then, if you can share something and you've got 1 million followers, but there's no engagement of it, then you haven't got 1 million followers. You've just got 1 million people, wherever they've come from. So you've got to build that know me, like me, trust me. And that factor takes time, but it's worth every second. Okay. Excuse me. I've been doing this for about 7 years now, but it only fully became a full business, if you like, 14 or 15 months ago. So I went from a hobby doing live stream rugby shows to a hobby business when I was doing the rugby shows, and we had some clients who were helping with streaming, with digital engagement. Everybody seen me go through that process. And then in February 2024, we went into a full business. And then obviously, one of my clients that I'm working with as a joint venture partner is the great OneStream Live. So hobby to hobby business, but that takes time. So what has that 7 years effectively done for me? It didn't bring me money in necessarily all the time, but it built me a load of what we call social capital. Okay, that means I can now share just about anything, even into groups that aren't necessarily on topic per se, because people like the sort of things I share. I don't waste the time. I don't spam them with lots and lots of stuff. I share things that people like. It's not going to hit every single point, but there we go. So that's why 7 years, social capital. I've built a very small micro niche, group of friends, but that across the globe, so I can put it into those groups. So whatever you want to call it, I've built my own personal community. And I've done that by reaching out to a founder or an admin of every single group I've joined, to introduce myself, to tell them who I am and what I'm sharing and why, and to build that relationship. That takes time. Social capital takes time to build. It's not all about getting the money in straight away. Okay, so what's the BGS playbook? Okay, let's look at 7 or 8 strategies then to build community and collaborate. So grab a pen, get ready, sort of tag this to come back to. If you've got any questions, then please let me know, and we'll rapid fire through proven tactics that you can use. So what's number one? Well, number one is building micro communities where your audience hangs out. Here's the thing: pick one platform. Facebook, LinkedIn, excuse me, YouTube. Facebook and LinkedIn especially have got lots of groups. And difficult to there is a workaround to go live into a group, but we're talking here about the use of live streaming, but we're also really talking about the use of building that social capital, building that engagement, building the relationships within those groups. So like tonight, this would be shared into a number of groups on LinkedIn, shared into a number of groups on Facebook, and then we'll do the same again at the weekend when we restream. Great, one piece of work. We all know we've been through the why does Livestream Solutions, Livestream Academy, my company, why do we do the digital engagement, taking the live stream show, the live streaming as a service, and then breaking that down into short video clips, downloading it as a podcast, writing a blog article if needs be, the short videos we get from that as well, etc., etc., etc. Because it works, because you've got one piece of work that you've done that you can use over and over and over. So Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and not necessarily that they're exactly, exactly. They can be similar, but not necessarily exactly the same. You with me? Where people are looking to meet, to engage, to share, to support like-minded people for you. So what you're doing is you're creating a tight-knit spot for people to talk real, not spam. Go back to before. It's not about having thousands. It's about building real relationships. So that's number one. Number two, co-hosting streams with aligned partners, or I call them JV partners, joint venture partnerships, where you're promoting and helping each other the same. There's no money involved initially. You know, you can be building something for a year, 2 years with somebody, building that relationship. But I've done lots of stuff around the globe, from rugby to lifestyle to you know, companies who have got medical companies, all sorts of stuff. And now we're doing this with OneStream Live and many others. And most people who watch me regularly have seen all I do. So again, don't need that massive following, just the right partners, the right joint venture partners, where you're equal, where you're creating something together. And again, I'm very excited. In, I think it's June, we're starting a new joint venture partnership with the great Susie Manley from 5 Foot Rope Group. She's in Brisbane. She's 9-10 hours difference from me. We've never met, but we've been doing stuff together on and off over the last sort of year or so. And we're putting a new live stream show out on YouTube, which will eventually then go into a podcast. And eventually we build a TV channel. We got all these plans. And yeah, I've never met the lady, but we've built that social capital between us. We've got a great connection with my business and her business and the people who follow her and the people who follow me, etc., etc. So it all works. So welcome. We've got somebody who's coming out. Well, just before I show you this clip of an example of that, here we go. Cheerful Mix TV. Waving person too. We're waving. Brilliant. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Thanks very much. If you've got any questions, then let us know. But thanks very much for supporting it. But here is a lady, and just to give you an example of a joint venture partnership alliance we can do together. Here is the great Jill Woods from Practice Momentum. Now, Jill runs a virtual group globally that helps small healthcare providers, so doctors, dentists, chiropractors, osteos, all those type of people, to market their good, because they're brilliant what they're doing. They don't necessarily have the time. So she joint ventures with them and helps them with their marketing. And we've done a number of projects together over the years. We actually did our social media and digital management course about 14 years ago together. But here's Jill Woods talking about just.
I can see we've got eyes watching us, which is very exciting. And the objective, part of the objective for today really is to help my target audience, healthcare practitioners, understand how they can use live streaming to, as I say, reach out and connect with more of their potential patients and to build a real community. If you read my blog post, my predictions for 2024, marketing in healthcare practice for 2024, like number 4 on that list, I think, was building community. And it's going to be more important than ever for you to build a sense of community around your practice, not just a business with a list of patients. That is no longer going to cut the mustard. You need to have a real human connection with all of these people who are potential patients, who are referrers, who are existing patients, your team members. Everybody needs to be part of this community. And what I see, live streaming can really help with.
There you go. Jill sums it up very, very well there. Again, we have another chat in there. It's Chief on Mix TV again. Hand pink waving. Maybe I'm waving absolutely back to you. In fact, I tell you what, I've got Cheerful Mix TV. I love that name. That's absolutely brilliant. I tell you what I've got. I have got some reactions. So here we go. I shall give you a round of applause for that. You can have some hearts tonight. There we go. You can have a shout out, because that's what we do with the community, ladies and gents. We say thank you to people. We engage. People take the time to come out and we engage. That's everything that we're talking about. So thanks very much for that. So that brings us on, actually. There we go. Number 3, shining a spotlight on your community. You can ask people for testimonials, for stories, photos from your viewers, with your viewers. Get your viewers to come on and tell their story. When you're in the group, people know you, like you, trust you, they believe in you. So you can help them on that journey. Remember David Toppin, my mate up in Londonderry, in here in Ireland, up in Ulster, and he was a viewer on our rugby show a long time ago, and eventually went from viewer to guest, to co-host, to host, and then he now produces and directs his own monthly rugby show. Superb. So again, part of building that club, that community, that friendship, is people then trust you on what you're doing and where you're going, and they will go on that journey with you. So again, you can then ask people for those testimonials, those stories, everything. Look, it's called MMFI, make me feel important. MMFI, make me feel important. Everybody wants to be noticed. They stick around, and they'll spread the word that it's a good thing that you're doing, that it's a great group to be part of. So that's number 3. Number 4, host virtual meetups. Why would you use? There are certain, I'm not even going to mention them, there are certain webinar type, they're just dreadful, awful, take over your machine. Why not have this, your own professional virtual studio that you can have your meetings in? And you can get set up for free. You can start on this for 3 and have this professional studio, and you can have a meetup with your family, with your group, with whoever it is. Do it in a professional environment that's safe and that's secure. If you want to get started on that, then go to OneStream.live, bottom right-hand corner. I always say to people that there's a little red, looks like a mail letter, white mail letter in a little red circle, bottom right. That is the human customer support team. They will answer your questions. They'll put you in touch with me, and we can get you started. But you can get started for free. It's just so simple. Start the journey. But imagine having this as your own virtual professional meeting room that you can do with family, with friends, with your group, with your business. It just puts you a level above where everybody else is. And again, you can start for free, like I say. So panel chats, casual after parties. We have 3 guys who are in the forces together, and once every couple of weeks we get together for a welfare check, and we just download. It's a good job they're not recorded. We just download all our woes to the world. But it's great, and it's done within an environment, and everybody feels comfortable with that. So again, you're building a community that has fun and supports each other. That's what you can do with live streaming. That's what OneStream Live gives you. What else? Insider content and perks. Okay, so you can make some things exclusive. You can do bonus lessons. You can do behind the scenes streams. I did one yesterday, actually. Got a brand new show starting tomorrow, 7-part series, global rugby series, with 2 other partners, looking at the British and Irish Lions rugby tour. And we're doing that. Starts tomorrow, it runs all the way through to the end of July when the competition's on, when the tour is on. And so I did a behind the scenes on how we put the show out. The amount of people who privately messaged and said, never realised it was that simple. There you go. That's why we do it. Look behind the scenes. So simple things like that you can do. Offering people inside content, perks, show them how to do it. Set themselves up with their own private virtual studio. There we go. What else have we got? Feedback. Make some feedback part of your usual flow. Okay. So polls, surveys. I ask people regularly when we're on the shows, what do you want to see next? Where's our good friend here, Cheerful Mix TV, who sent me some lovely waves. It's very kind. What would you like to see next? What would you like to see me do as a 4-part monthly series every Tuesday? What topic would you like that you find really, really interesting, and why? How would it help you, your business, your group, your community? Let us know. Let us know, and I'll take it to the team. A team absolutely brilliant. The head of digital, head of social. They're so receptive to the ideas that come from the people. So make feedback part of what you're doing in a natural way. Right, okay, what else? Said it would rapid and furious tonight, and we're already 22 minutes. Celebrating wins is really, really important, no matter how big or small in life, because our life is so much where people are constantly pulled down all the time. We don't build people up enough in our personal lives, our loved ones. We take things for granted. We take people for granted. In workplace, core blimey, I have made the decision and about a year or two back that I would never work with an organization where an individual or the organization was egotistical, narcissistic, toxic. I just won't have it. If a brand partnership isn't working, if it comes to the natural end of its cycle at that point, then therefore for everybody's sake, to keep everything nice, walk away. It's just not worth it. We're here on this earth for a good time, not a long time. We're meant to be looking for positive things, to build communities, to look after each other together. So celebrate those wins and tell people that you're grateful for their help, for their support, and getting a new affiliate joined, give them a shout out, welcome them into the group. One of the things in most of the groups I sit in, the good ones, they will welcome the people in on a weekly basis, introduce who the admin team or the moderation team is, and that's great, just so people know, and encourage people to share stuff within the groups that we're doing. So again, when success really, or an achievement, no matter how big or how small, becomes public, it becomes contagious, because somebody else wants to be part of that as well, and they feel that it's a rising tide lifts all ships and all that. And finally, what's my eighth one is membership groups and clubs. Buddy circles. Remember talking about the two lads we get together once every couple of weeks? Okay, that's a buddy circle. It's a thing from the military, your buddy system, you look after one another. So there's a massive thing for content creators. In fact, last week, the great Monty Weaver was in the t-shirt, and he was telling us about, Creator Strong, I think. I'll check that, because that really resonated. Creator Strong is his new initiative to work with content creators and to provide a mental health and a health and support system for them, because it can be a lonely old existence when you're on your own being a content creator. It's not all sort of whistles and bells and roses and stuff like that. So great Monty Weaver has got to Create a Strong going on, which is great. So start a mentorship or a buddy circle, pair up new members when you go into the group. And I spend an awful lot of my time finding people and putting people together, or I come across people and say, you need to speak to so-and-so, and other people now do it for me as well, and it's brilliant. And that's where your joint venture partnership comes from. So mentorship, buddy circles, pairing up new members with old hands. Old hand, by the way, is not old hands that man, somebody who's more experienced as well, and help people through that. Again, rotate those people through as they gain a little bit more knowledge and experience, or they feel more comfortable over time. There may be somebody they might want to actually move on. So the original person who's helped them in that foundation, you find somebody else who can get them then to the next level if needs be. So again, growth for everybody feels better. We all like it. It lasts longer. If we feel wanted, we feel that we're part of that team. You're doing something on your own, it's hard. You'll achieve things, but when you're doing it together, it is just something which is absolutely fabulous. That's it. That's the 8 top tips. Go back over them, make some notes, go back over them again, make some notes again, see which ones are pertinent to you. If you've got any questions, then come back to the team, come back to my team and say, this one, Sheppard, can you give me some more of that? How do I really get started? I want to do 3 things. In fact, I want to get started with live streaming, because I've been putting it off and I need to do that. I've got some clients that I'm working with already myself, who are really wanting to do this. I've spoken to them, so straight away you're overlapping on the affiliate bit. And don't forget, OneStream Live, 25% recurring commission every single month for anybody you introduce. It's very ethical. It's like promoting a local hotel or a local brewery or whatever. You get my drift. You know what I mean? It's about people having done that. OneStream Live give you 25% of the recurring commission of the people that you bring in. That's not only ethical, it's moral, and it's bloody financially good, let me tell you. So there we go. So that's what we need to be doing. So let's recap very quickly what we've done over the last 4 weeks, really. So in episode 1, 4 weeks ago, seems a long time ago now, we looked at the basics of affiliate marketing. You learned the simple truth. Affiliate marketing is all about trust. It's not just about links or codes or anything like that. It's about recommending products that you truly believe in. When we've just said, if you like a restaurant, if you like a bar, if you like a film, if you like something, I think it's 10 to 20. I never remember this one. I think it's 10 to 20 people that we would recommend it to anyway. So it's all about recommending the products that you truly believe in. If you can get paid for that as well, for doing the right thing, as long as it's done in the right way and you're not spamming people, you're building credibility with every share. And why shouldn't you do that as well? And you're growing your income, obviously, by helping your own audience. So that's what we did in episode 1. In episode 2, let me think back, how to build a personal brand, wasn't it, on live streaming? We showed you that your brand is more than just your logo or a catchy handle. It's actually your story. It's you, your energy, your voice. I'm conscious, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but it's authentic. It's real. It's not brilliantly polished. The show I put together is my delivery. It's not for everybody, but it doesn't matter. We can help you be far better than I could ever be. So contact us. So that's what we're teaching people. Your story, your energy, your voice. When you show up authentically on live stream, people connect with you. So, that's one of the things that you got to remember. It's not about what you sell. It's you. Do I know you? Do I like you? Do I trust you? Would I buy from you? Would I refer from you? Would I repeat? Boom. As I said, in episode 3, real strategies to break through the amount of noise that's online. The great Monty Weaver, OneStream Live's top affiliate marketer. There was so much wisdom. And go back and watch episode 3 from last week with Monty. So much wisdom about his journey. But in essence, standing out isn't about being the loudest. It's about being consistent, about creative, being valuable to people in giving them a solution for their pain points, through media, through live streaming. It's turning casual viewers, David Topping, into loyal fans, who then became a producer, director of his own show. You can do that too. Dave's just an ordinary bloke. I'm just an ordinary bloke. But we have done this journey together, and we can help you do the same. And don't forget, we're offering you that you don't have to go and do it on your own. And then tonight, we've looked at a playbook for community and collaboration, because that's, for me, is the most powerful thing in the world. Without that community, without that collaboration together, none of it works together. So we've broken down tonight how powerful it can be when creators come together. You saw with myself and Jill Woods from Practice Momentum. You've seen it with lots of other people over the years. I have been doing this. Community means support, fresh ideas. It means shared wins. It just means it's powerful. It's great fun. It's just collaboration it's a great sense of feeling, when you're achieving something together. It's multiplying your reach, by the way. We talk about why I break down with Livestream Solutions, Livestream Academy into our digital engagement bit. Different reach, different engagement. More people get the message, the story, that raises the awareness. Doing that with a joint venture partner, like I've done with Jill, like we've done with Nick Carlson to Secret Source, like we've done with loads and loads of different businesses and organizations and agencies, like we're going to be doing with 5 Foot Rope in Australia with Susie Manley. Together, side by side, one on one, but together, hugely, hugely powerful. So remember that, multiplying that reach and making the journey more meaningful in the way that you do that. You're not here to make sales. You're here to make an impact, to make friendships, to build a thriving, engaged community. The sales come from that. And anybody who tells you differently, anybody who says it's all about sales, it's all about money, business, well, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but that's not what I want to be part of. I will build it in the way we are, where we look after people. So that's me in the 4 weeks. Now it's over to you. Don't just watch, get involved. Join the OneStream Live affiliate community in Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on LinkedIn. Share what it is you want to see. Share what it is you do. Ask us the questions of myself and the team at OneStream Live or at Livestream Solutions about how we can help you raise your awareness to build a thriving, engaged community together, to build that know me, like me, trust me. Start with your own mini community this week. Look at, if you've got a group of people and you think, I want to sort of do this a bit better, bring them together. If you can't be in the same room as somebody, this is the next best thing, okay? DM somebody, contact somebody this week. Don't wait for a perfect time or anything to do some sort of collaboration. If you like a person who has a business and you think your two businesses could joint venture together, can align together and be very, very profitable together, then make that. And then come back to me or the team at OneStream Live, and we'll help you get set up together, and we will work with you through everything step. Okay. Host your first virtual meeting using OneStream Live's professional studio. We covered that as well. And don't forget to give people shout out for their wins if they're new affiliates, if they're new to your organization. We lift each other by lifting each other. So we rise as we're lifting each other. OneStream Live, remember, gives you this platform, live streaming as a service. Livestream Solutions and Livestream Academy have your backs and teach you everything you need to do. But you are the key ingredient. You got to connect, you got to create, you got to collaborate. In a noisy world, community isn't an extra, it's an essential. You can go fast alone, but you'll always go further together. That's it. 4 weeks. Starting next Tuesday, we've got a brand new 4-part series called Building Authentic Connections Through the Creator Economy. So how do you build those connections? So it's taking it a stage further really on what we're doing. So if you're looking, as I just said, if you know somebody out there that you want to be working with and you think we could do that, plus we could live stream and get our message out to both parties, contact us and then we'll do the same. That starts next Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. UK and Ireland. Don't forget, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and across all the usual platforms. So please join us. What else? Finally, looking ahead, I will be attending the International Podcast Show 2025 in London in a couple of weeks' time as OneStream Live's brand ambassador, one of their brand ambassadors. So 20th to the 22nd of May in Islington, the International Podcast London event there. And if you want to meet up, learn more about how you can do a joint venture partnership directly with OneStream Live, ping me or message the team through OneStream.live, and the team will put you in touch with me, and we will arrange for myself to meet up with you, have a chat, get you in touch with the head of partnerships, and when we can take it forward from there once we know more. So until next Tuesday, remember this: when we connect, we collaborate, and we create, there's no limit to what we can achieve. I hope you've enjoyed this 4 weeks. I have. I will see you next Tuesday. And until then, just remember, there is an important reason why we video market. This is it. I'm Big Joe Shepp. There's nothing like a Big Joe show. I'll see you next week.
Did you know that over 80% of internet traffic is video content? So, if your brand isn't using video marketing, you're already falling behind. Short-form videos are ruling social media. Live streaming is driving real-time engagement. AI-powered video personalization is changing the game. Video isn't the future, it's now. Why does video marketing matter in 2025? Boosts engagement. People retain 95% of a message in a video versus 10% in text. Skyrockets conversions. Videos on landing pages increase conversions by 80%. Dominates social media. Platforms prioritize video content, pushing your brand to the top. If you want to grow, connect, and sell more in 2025, video marketing isn't optional. It's essential. Start now. Start with video. Start with OneStream Live. What's your video strategy for 2025? Drop us a comment below.